Morris teed up, and we are ready to go. Morris plants his foot, puts it in play. It's a high kick, going to bounce or taken at the 18. They're going to fake the reverse. Hamilton doesn't fall forward, and the tackle made at the 15-yard line. Solid play by Rory Merklinger. As Williams gets set to take to the field, their offense will look this way. Jason Durham will be the quarterback. Noah Sorrento and Connor Harris are running backs. Kellen Hathaway and Mark Bryan are your wide receivers. It's a 3 wide receiver set out wide left. Durham is in the shotgun, and he'll give over the right side, finds a hole out across the 20, out to about the 23 is the fullback Noah Sorrento. Sorrento, first down run of 8 yards. Hurry up offense for Williams. Once again, same formation, 3 wide receivers left. Ball on the right hash. Fake the handoff. Screen to the outside. He's got a block out in front across the 25, enough for the first down. I believe that's going to be the big tight end, Tyler Patterson. And the quarterback, you love seeing those tall wide receivers. Patterson is the closest wide receiver out wide to the right to the line. Same formation, except this time Sorrento shifts to the right of Durham, the quarterback. Fakes the handoff, same play, opposite way. Here's Patterson again. Out across the 30, nice block. 35, 40, 45, and just about to midfield. Same exact play, just ran from the opposite hash mark, brought it back the other way. And Patterson, nice first down yardage all the way out to the Williams 48-yard line. 1st and 10 as the Eafs are moving the football. Typically a run-oriented attack, but they've come out throwing here this afternoon. Handoff this time. Sorrento across midfield in Hamilton territory down to the 40. However, there is a flag on the play, and that's going to be offensive holding. This one is coming back. Now in college football, a little bit different than the pros, the hold and penalty is going to be from the point of the infraction and not necessarily the line of scrimmage, so we'll see where they mark this one off. So Sorrento had a nice hole, and it looks like one of the reasons why is one of the offensive linemen guilty of the hold. So this one was at the line of scrimmage. Brings up a 1st and 20 for Williams from their own 38-yard line now. 3 wide receivers left. The running back Sorrento is to the right of the quarterback. Back to throw. Durham under pressure, takes off, gets through the line, and then finally wrapped up as he picks up about 3 by Hamilton College. Tackled by Poppy Green. Green coming down the line, shedding off a tackler to make the stop on the quarterback to bring up 2nd and 17. I think it's 15. Sorrento moves to the left of Durham this time. 3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Going to run a little option. Durham's going to keep it. Now he flips it up to Sorrento, and Sorrento is stacked up nicely. Nowhere to go. He's going to lose some yardage. He's ridden out of bounds by the Continentals. As the Continental defense stiffens on that one. A loss of 3 for Sorrento. Durham looking very hesitant before making the decision to flip it back. Might have been better to take that one himself, at least that time around. Continentals with just a 3-man line, everybody else about 5 yards off the line of scrimmage. Now they start to back up. Durham's going to hand off. Sorrento's tripped up immediately. Tyler Hudson reads the draw on the 3rd and long, and that will force a punt from the Eafs. Back to take this punt for the Continentals is Wah, once again one of their all-purpose players. Over 300 yards on returns. Almost blocked. He almost run into the punter as well. Fair catch. Call it about the Continental 24. And that's where Hamilton will go to work for the first time this afternoon. For the Continentals, it's going to be Kenny Gray at quarterback, fullbacks Michael Knoll, tailback Marcus Gutierrez. Wide receivers are Joe Schmidt, Charles Ensley, number 11. He is the one we'll be looking for. Second in the conference in yards per game receiving. And he is one of the most talented Continentals on the offensive side of the football. Gray takes it himself over the right side. Huge hole across 25, 30, 35. First down. Finally tripped up and taken down at about the 37. Gain of 13 on first down. Kenny Gray. And the Continentals read that one, or Kenny Gray read that one perfectly. Gray checking the wristband. He's got a wide receiver to the right, who happens to be Charles Ensley, 2 to the left. Gutierrez is the tailback. He shifts from left to right. Gray, hands off. Gutierrez picks a hole, and he's got one across the 40, 45, midfield. He's into East territory and taken down at the 42. Gain of 19 on Marcus Gutierrez's first run of the afternoon. 19 on the first run play from a tailback. Anyway, and the Continentals closing in already. They've come into the game averaging just 48 rushing yards per contest. But they're off to a great start here this afternoon against this Williams defense. Gray puts it in the gullet again on Gutierrez, this time a little bit more straight ahead. He gets to the 40 and drives forward to the 39. Gain of 4 yards on first down. As we go to the 10:30 mark here in the first quarter. Scoreless. Hamilton, their first time with the football this afternoon. A little bit of a bigger package here as for the first time, Gray goes under center. Gray checking with the sidelines. He's got 10 left on the play clock. He'll settle back in under center. Gutierrez, the tailback. He'll get the call over the left side. And this time, Williams is there to wrap him up, and a flag comes in on the play. That's from the side judge. And it looks like it's going to be holding on Hamilton. Matt Snyder, one of the offensive linemen, the right tackle, signaling it is going to be against the Continentals. And that will back them up 10.
Oh, the clock right there.
It looks like we got one of the play clocks has gone off, and it happens to be the clock that the Hamilton quarterback Kenny Gray would be looking at. And he'd be looking towards his own end zone to find out when he's going to get the play off. The clock in the other end zone seems to be working, and the referees are going to kind of delay action here until they can get this sorted out. Okay, referee shouting up to the press box to shut off the play clock in the other end zone. And with the break of the action, both sides will get a chance to catch their breath. You think this would favor Williams College, as the Hamilton Continentals have come out here with a pretty strong rushing attack, picking up first downs on their first 2 runs. As the buzzing noise that we got is now taken care of as the clock is turned off and gets a round of applause from the crowd here at Steuben Field. So Hamilton with the football, faced with a second down and 15 from the Williams 48. Under center is Gray, I formation. Fakes the handoff, bootleg right. He's got lots of room to run if he wants to do it, and he will take off. Inside the 40, 35, and he's close to a first down. Kenny Gray not indecisive about that. He rolled out to the right, and he had a lot of green space out in front of him, and he picks up 14 on 2nd and 15 to bring up a 3rd and 1. Kenny Gray not waiting or hesitating. Wanted to throw the ball downfield, but we saw all that wide open space, took off running. Right decision as it brings up a 3rd and 1. I formation for the Continentals. Turn, give, Gutierrez dances over the right guard, right tackle, and it looks like he's got enough for the first down, pick up of a couple. And the Continentals on their opening drive this afternoon, offensively looking very solid. Down to 9 minutes remaining here in the first. This is the Continentals' first drive of the game. Started back at their own 23 following a punt by Williams. Stacked wide receivers to the left and to the right. Gray looking to throw. A quick out. He's got his man just inside the 30 down to about the 27. So a quick out pattern for a gain of 5. Charles Ensley with the reception. Ensley is the one that we'll be watching offensively. Once again, leads the Continental receiving corps, 25 catches for over 400 yards. He's second in the conference in yards per game receiving. Ensley comes out wide to the left. Man in the slot, one wide receiver to the right. Handoff inside to Gutierrez. Cuts it to the outside. He scoots free of one tackler and is finally taken down at the 20. But not after he gains the first down. Nice run for 7 yards. Gutierrez has another Continental first down as they are racking up the yardage here on the ground. Here on their opening drive. Gray's going to go back under center. I formation, 2 wide receivers to the left. He's got a tight end on the left side as well. Gutierrez gets across the 20, but that's it as he's taken down around the ankles. I think Jamison DeMarco came cutting in from the left end position and was able to undercut Gutierrez before he could get the legs rolling. Second down and 9 after the gain of 1. Hamilton mixing up their formations, having Gray in the gun and under center. There's now a late substitution here as they get more speed to the outside. 3 wide receivers to the left. Ensley, the closest one to the sidelines. Back to throw is Gray. Gray's looking that way, being flushed out of the pocket. Takedown, and he loses the football, but it's quickly recovered by left tackle Sam Palamaki. And Kenny Gray felt the heat, could not escape it, however. Ball was stripped away, but fortunately for the Continentals, they were able to recover it back at the 30. But that will set up a very long 3rd and 20 for Hamilton. Gray in the gun. Gutierrez to his left. 2 wide receivers right, 1 to the left. Back to throw is Gray. Gray has some time. Steps up, throws. Has a man open inside the 20 to about the 19. That's Ensley with another reception. So 3rd and 20. They get 11 to bring up a 4th and 9. And we'll see if they're going to go for it, or the field goal unit will come on, and we'll see. It doesn't look like Eric Fryer, who's normally the kicker for the Continentals. This is going to be Robert Morris. Morris will have this one put down at the 27, so a 37-yard attempt for Morris. The kick is up. It's low. It is good, and the Continentals score first. Hamilton College on their opening possession drives. Very impressive drive for Hamilton. Just a couple of plays, the holding penalty, and of course that sack and strip of Kenny Gray, the 2 negatives. But they come away with points, and Hamilton is on top 3-0, 5:56 remaining here in the first quarter. A quarter that has seen each team only have the ball once. Hamilton making the most of their possession and doing it nicely on the ground, with a combination of Kenny Gray and Marcus Gutierrez running the football. Once again, coming into this game, Hamilton's offense only averaging 48 yards a game on the ground. 208 through the air. So Hamilton finding some success on the ground this afternoon. That has got to please the head coach, Dave Murray. And offensive coordinator Rich Puccio. So following the field goal, 37-yarder from Morris. Morris will not kick this one off. Actually, this is going to be Eric Fryer. Fryer, high kick. Going to be fielded at about the 8-yard line. Once again, they fake the reverse. Hamilton doesn't bite. Stack him up before he can get to the 20. A host of Continentals on the stop, including Sean Tolton, number 1 leading the charge. So Williams College will start their second possession of the afternoon. 1st and 10 from, well, looks like they're going to give them the 20-yard line. Nice high kick, allowing the coverage team for the Continentals to get down and make the stop. Once again, Williams faking the reverse, but the Continentals not biting on it. Durham from the gun. He's got Sorrento to his left, along with 3 wide receivers out wide left. He'll give it to Sorrento, and he is bottled up. Not much room as it gets across the 20, maybe the 22. That's about it. Tyler Hudson. Nick Sobchak doing a great job up front for the Continentals. For Williams, once again, Durham in the gun. He's going to run a little option, this time to the left, cuts it back inside. And nicely played by the left defensive end, Tyler Hudson from Hamilton, as he went upfield to take the pitch option away from Durham, forcing Durham to turn it upfield, and the Continentals finished him off. Gain of 1, 3rd and 7 for Williams. Continentals showing blitz. Back to pass is Durham, looking to throw. He's got a man underneath, catches the ball. He's got the first down and a little bit more as he spins out to about the 34. Reception by Adam. Actually not sure who that was. Yep. 3 wide receivers to the left, handoff inside Sorrento, who chugs it out to the 38-yard line. Coming into this game, Williams, a run-oriented team. Over 200 yards last week in their loss, but over 200 yards on the ground. 2nd down and 7. For Durham, who's checking with the sidelines for the play call. Back to throw. Durham is going to scramble away. Gets inside the 40, turns around, and is hit by a host of Continentals. Durham went to turn around, and he turned right into the defensive tackle, Nick Sobchak, who had come down the line. But Durham, pretty efficient run, brings up a 3rd and 3 for the East. A little bit of noise now from the crowd here at Hamilton. Hand off to Sorrento. Sorrento over the left side, and he is stopped short of the first down. A host of Continentals getting there. Mickey Keating, along with Colby Jones, putting the stop on the running back Sorrento. And a little bit of indecision here on Williams on whether or not the punting unit's coming on or if they're going to go for it. I think the punting unit is finally making its way onto the field. Adam Regensburg will do the kicking for Williams. So Hamilton's defense gets up a first down, but then puts the clamps to force a punt. Low snap. Kick is away. Back inside the 20. Fair catch called for at about the 18-yard line. And Hamilton will go back to work on offense. That was Charles Ensley, the wide receiver, calling for the fair catch. And we'll see if the Continentals can duplicate the success of their first drive. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Hensley goes out wide to the right. Gray will settle under center. Deep back is Gutierrez. Fake the handoff, rolling out to his right. He's got a man wide open, all across the 30. Beautiful pass, 40. And knocked down at about the 43. Jordan Jenkins, the tight end, with a big reception on a nice rollout by Gray. And putting the ball right on the money to the big man. And all the way out to the 42. Gain of 23 on 1st down. Same formation, just flip it. And they're going to pitch it back to Gutierrez. Gets around the corner. He's got some running room. He's across midfield. And finally met by the safety. But it's enough for the 1st down. Gutierrez with 11 on 1st down. They're into Williams territory. And Hamilton College offense kind of finding its rhythm here, at least in the 1st quarter. Same formation as before, same play as before. Gutierrez over the right side. And they found something there as he goes across the 40, inside the 40, down to about the 30. Where are they going to mark him? They're going to mark him at the 37. They're going to give him 10. And it's another 1st down for the Continentals. So Gutierrez back-to-back runs of 11 and 10. They're going to run the same play again. This time it will not work. As that time it was well read by Williams. And a big loss on the play. Don't know if that was Austin Thomas. No, I think that was Jameson DeMarco on the stop. That was a big loss. Loss of 5 on the play. 2nd and 15 now. As Hamilton went to the well one too many times. There's Gray rolling out to his left, looking to throw, and he'll throw it away as he's outside the tackle box. So there's no intentional grounding. Gray that time feeling the pressure and getting rid of the football. And Hamilton facing a 3rd and 15 from the Williams 42-yard line. They'll send 3 wide receivers left. The wide man out is Ensley. The running back to the right of Gray is Gutierrez. Gray takes a snap. He's going to roll to his left. Throws underneath behind his intended receiver, Alec Waugh. And that is a tough throw for a right-handed quarterback to make, rolling out to his left. Through behind the intended wide receiver. Falls incomplete, and that will force the first punt of the afternoon for Hamilton College. Billy Wagner is the punter. He stands back at his own 43-yard line. Wagner also a linebacker on defense as we go to under a minute here in the 1st quarter remaining. Wagner tries to get some air underneath it. It's fielded at 11, 13, fumbled, and picked up by the return man for Williams College. As Hamilton College almost found themselves a recipient of an early Christmas present, as the return man had all sorts of problems handling the punt from Wagner. But Williams will get the ball again as we are closing in on the end of the 1st quarter. Hamilton up 3-0 here at Steuben Field in the campus of Hamilton College. Well, Williams has had the ball twice, has got a couple of 1st downs, but has been forced to punt twice by the Continental defense. Durham, the quarterback, in the gun. He's going to run the option to his left, cuts it inside, grabbed by the ankles, managed to slip away, gets it out to about the 15, and there is another flag on the field. And the vicinity of where they're going to call offensive holding. We'll let the referee kind of sort it out here. But Hamilton has done a good job cutting off the option play of Williams, holding against the Eves. And Hamilton will back them up all the way to their 7-yard line. Brings up a 1st and 15 as the ball moves half the distance to the goal. Clock running, 30 seconds remaining here in the first. Sorrento takes the handoff, has some room, and the hole quickly plugged by Mickey Keating and some other Continentals. So gain of a couple. Sorrento almost getting back to the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage. As we had a little bit of a discussion here on the sideline with the head coach from Williams and one of the referees, and I think Williams is just going to let the clock run on the first quarter. And at the end of one, it is Hamilton 3, Williams nothing. And a game that has seen the Hamilton Continental offense kind of find a little bit of rhythm, although they went one too many times to the well on the sweep to Gutierrez to the right. But the Hamilton offense moving the football very efficiently and effectively here in the first quarter. Williams getting a couple of first downs, but being forced to punt on their first 2 possessions. This is possession number 3 for Williams. I'm Bob Kane. Welcome into the presentation of the Northeast Sports Network, NES-CAC football here this afternoon. Hamilton College playing host to Williams. As we mentioned before, this series going all the way back to 1900. It's the 51st meeting of these two teams, and Williams has a decidedly advantage in their favor. 42-8, Williams College leads this series. Second down and 11 from their own 12-yard line. Durham's got 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He's got a running back to his right. Now he'll shift him to his left as the Continentals now crowd the line of scrimmage. They've got man-to-man, a little bit of an option. No, cuts it back inside is Durham. And Durham is wrapped up after a short gain by the Continentals. Not fooled at all on that play. Continentals have done a fantastic job reading and reacting to that option by Williams College. Has really shut down Durham and taken away the pitch option. Really have bottled him up. Durham shifting his wide receivers to the right side. The ball in the middle of the field. Durham back to throw, scrambles to his right, and falls down, takes a knee, and because he went down on his knee. Once you do that, you kind of, that's it. That's the end of the play. So Durham is going to be called down at the 2-yard line. A lot of the Hamilton faithful hoping for maybe a safety on that, but as soon as Durham went down on one knee, it's basically giving yourself up and the play is over. But a big loss, a loss of about 10 on that play by Durham. And they put their punter, Regensburg, in a very precarious situation. His heels at the back of that end zone. The deep man for Hamilton standing back at his own at the Williams 40. A good punt. This one's going to go out across midfield and going to go out of bounds. So Regensburg does his job as he's able to get a pretty decent punt off. Where they're going to finally mark it. They say it went out at the Hamilton 44, so not a bad punt. So the punt from his 2-yard line. It's a 54-yard punt by Regensburg, really bailing out the East defense here as he doesn't give Hamilton that short of a field to work with. So the Continentals back on offense. Kenny Gray back to work. He goes under center with 2 men wide right, 1 to the left. Turn and run on a little reverse here. Skipping 1 tackle, some running room down the sideline. 40, 30, knocked out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. Eli Saucier. Beautiful run as they were able to pull off the reverse, fake the inside run to Gutierrez. And, of course, when you're running the ball effectively, you can do things like that. Your defense has to respect that first man. And they were able to get around the edge for a big gain. Inside handoff. Gutierrez has some running room. Cuts it back inside. He's across the 15, and he's got another Hamilton first down as he goes down to the Williams 13-yard line. Gain of about 12. As the yardage coming in large chunks now for the Continentals. First down from the Williams 13-yard line. 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Gray under center. And he'll look to throw. He's looking to throw right. He's got a man open. Overthrew him. Actually threw behind his man as he was trying to go to Joe Schmidt on the outside. Almost intercepted by Ben Anthony of Williams. Almost a big mistake from the quarterback, Kenny Gray. Schmidt was kind of running just kind of an out, and Gray simply missed the mark. Gray checking the wristband, getting the play call. Gutierrez will settle in off to his left. 1 wide right, that is Schmidt. 2 to the left. Gray looking to throw again. Has a man open at the 6. And did he catch it or did he drop? No, the catch is made by Ensley down at the 7-yard line. So gain of about 6. Brings up a 3rd and 4. A little bit surprising here with the success that the Continentals have had in the running game, that they've gone to the air once they've gotten into the red zone. They'll stack the wide receivers to the left. Gutierrez, Gray was not expecting the snap, and it goes by him all the way back to the 23-yard line. And the Continentals, who were on a roll, kind of shot themselves in the foot here on this drive. Nobody looked like they were set and ready for the snap. The snap goes past Kenny Gray, but Gray's able to race back to the 23-yard line and cover it up as we get ready for another field goal attempt by Hamilton. This one's going to be a 39-yarder, and this one is going to be wide to the left. So Hamilton had the ball, 1st and 10 at about the 14-yard line, 13-yard line, not able to take advantage of it. As Gray misfired on one pass, was able to complete a short pass, and then the snap when the quarterback, Gray, not expecting it. And Hamilton comes away with no points. And if you're Williams College, you're going to be breathing a sigh of relief. This game only 3-0, and Hamilton's offense has really kind of found its stride here this afternoon. Inside handoff to Sorrento, out to about the 24-yard line. It's only a gain of a couple as the Hamilton defense has been very stout here this afternoon. Hamilton with a 3-0 lead, 10:44 remaining here in the first half. Bob Kane for NSN, Northeast Sports Network. Handoff over the right side, finding a little bit more room, but having to carry some tacklers with him is Sorrento. That'll bring up a 3rd and manageable. We'll call it 3 yards for Williams. Jansen Durham, the quarterback. Back in the pistol, he's got Sorrento to his right, 3 wide receivers to his left, 1 to the right, the ball on the right hash mark. Durham gonna throw over the middle, it's got his man at midfield. Tyler Patterson, the big tight end. Lined up in the slot, I believe that time. Patterson, easy to pick out of the group of wide receivers, he's simply the tallest. And Durham put that ball right where it needed to be. Patterson made a reception, and he falls down into Continental territory at the 49. 1st and 10, handoff. Sorrento over the left side. He's got a big hole. As Tyler Hudson not able to bring him down with an arm tackle. And Sorrento's going to plow for 8. Second down and 2. Mentioned before, Williams primarily a running football team. Last week, rushing for 222 yards. Back to throw. Durham, nope, he's going to take off and run with it. And he is going to get thrown for a loss. As Mickey Keating comes up to finish him off. And one thing the Continentals have really done a good job this afternoon is controlling Durham when he decides to take off and run, whether it be from that kind of a rollout option play or if it be the all-out option play where he's got Sorrento trailing as the tailback where he can pitch it back to. They have really shut that down. 3rd and 3 for Williams. 3 wide receivers to the right. Sorrento is the tailback. Hudson, the big tight end, is the closest receiver to the line in that set of 3 wide receivers out wide to the right. Back to throw is Durham. Durham looking to throw long, and he overthrew Patterson, but it didn't even look like Patterson was looking for the football, to be honest. And Williams will bring on the punting unit yet again. 4th and 3 from the 42-yard line. This is kind of the territory where you could see a fake punt. Continentals have 10 men up near the line of scrimmage. And Regensburg's able to get it off. A nice high kick. And it's going to fall inside the 10. No, it bounces back out. Rolls inside the 10 now. And finally downed by Brandis, the defensive back for Williams. And Hamilton College will go back on offense. 1st and 10 from their own 8-yard line. Hamilton effectively moving the football here this afternoon, but to this point, only 3 points to show for it. And if you're head coach Dave Murray, got to be upset that that last drive did not result in any points, especially having the ball 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And then missing on a 39-yard field goal following the misfired snap. Here's Gray handing off. Gutierrez over the right side, has a hole out to the 15-yard line. Nice run. Nothing fancy on those, just kind of a simple off-tackle play. Give them about 8 yards, call it 2nd down and 2. Gray, once again, checking that armband for the play. He'll send Schmidt out wide to the right. Ensley's out wide to the left, tight end on the right side of the formation. Gives to Gutierrez, straight ahead. Spin move out to the 20. 1st down on a pickup of 4. Another Continental 1st down. Can't stress enough, coming into this game, the Hamilton offense had really struggled in the running game, only averaging 48 yards per contest. And they've got that and more here in the first half. They had that in the first quarter. Might have had that in the first drive, to be honest. Gray settling back in under center. And now he'll go to the shotgun formation. Gutierrez lining up to his left side. Fakes the handoff. Gray rolling out. He's got a man wide, man open. And then it falls incomplete. Jordan Jenkins, the intended receiver, the tight end, not able to haul it in for the 1st down. He was at the sticks. Russell Monette with the coverage by Williams College. 6:45 to go here in the first half. Hamilton 3, Williams nothing. Hamilton 1-4 on the season. Williams still looking for their first victory. Hamilton getting their first victory 2 weeks ago here against Bowdoin College. Gray running the option, fits it up to Gutierrez. Flag on the play. Gutierrez lost the football. And yes, he did. Gutierrez on the play fumbled Recovered by Williams, and the flag back at the line of scrimmage is going to be against Hamilton for holding. The East will decline the penalty and take the football. As the Hamilton coaching and the coaching staff over on the sideline saying, wait a second. Yes, no, the referees are going to give the ball back over to Williams. So Gutierrez got the ball out to the 28-yard line, lost it. And now Williams, prime real estate here, is they'll start 1st and 10 from the inside the Hamilton 28-yard line. Looks like the referee still discussing something. Actually, we got 2 different conferences going on. You got where they're going to mark the ball. And then well, they're still conferring with one another. Oh, wait a second. A little bit of joy from the Hamilton players here. Let's see how this is going to go. Colby Jones started to run off towards the sidelines, clapping his hands, but now he's come back onto the field. And now the referee's coming over to the Williams sideline, I think, to talk to the head coach and explain the situation. Still really don't know what they would be conferring with if it was a holding penalty, but I haven't seen a call. If it was a hold against the Continentals, it seems like they would decline the penalty and then take the football, unless they're saying there was no. As we get a chop block on Hamilton. So not only will Williams get they get the ball, but they'll also get the benefit of the penalty. So that will move the ball up another 8 yards. As the Hamilton coach, Dave Murray, comes onto the field and asks for a little bit more of an explanation. And now we need to move the sticks. All right, so with the chop block, the penalty yardage goes from the spot of the foul, the infraction. So now it is Williams, 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Or I'm sorry. Hamilton maintains possession of the ball following the penalty. So there's no turnover on the play, but it goes to 3rd and 20 as Gray back to pass, forced out of the pocket and picks up a few, being tripped up from behind. He'll pick up 4, call it 3rd and 16. So the Continentals catch a break. And not turning the ball over on the fumble by Gutierrez. 3rd down and long, 16 to go from their own 15-yard line. Here's Kenny Gray. Gray back to throw, looking to throw, steps up in the pocket, still looking to throw. He will throw. He's got a man open. Shoots Joe Schmidt out at the 45-yard line. That'll bring up 4th and long. Although there is another yellow flag on the field, holding against Hamilton, which will be declined, and the Continentals will be forced to punt. So the long sorting out of the turnover or no turnover causes the Continental offense to stall, and they'll be forced to punt. Back in his own end zone. is Wagner. Deep man for Williams is standing at his own 47-yard line. Wagner is blocked. The punt is blocked. It comes out to about the 10, picked up by Hamilton. And taken down at the 15-yard line is Colby Jones, the free safety. And we have an injured East player in the end zone. What a bizarre set of changing of events here at Steuben Field. Hamilton College offense seemed to have kind of found its niche here this afternoon, running the ball well with not only the quarterback Kenny Gray, but also the tailback Marcus Gutierrez. And then on a play where Gutierrez seemed to cough the ball up and fumbled it over to Williams, but a chop block had given the ball, or Continental's able to keep possession of the football, but then in 2 consecutive plays not able to go anywhere. And then Wagner standing in his own end zone with a low snap, able to scoop it up off the turf, but not able to get the kick away as it was blocked. So a strange turn of events here for Hamilton College. Halloween's come a little bit early as things have gone bizarre here, as Williams will now take the ball over 1st and 10 from the Continental 15-yard line, and ball on the left hash. Durham will set up with Noah Sorrento, the tailback, to his left. He's got 3 wide receivers to the wide side, out to the right. And now they'll shift Sorrento to the right. And Durham back to throw, wants to throw left, no place to go, and he's taken down at the 20. Continental sack. And there is a flag after the sack celebration by the Continentals. And you can hear it from the Hamilton crowd, not happy with that call. Brent Lobian with a sack and then called for the celebration. So instead of a huge loss on the play, it's going to make it an automatic first down, a first and goal from the 10. Maybe not quite the 10. They might be able to get a first down inside the 1. But what could have been a big play for the Continentals? The penalty results and turns the favors around. Williams now, 1st and 10, 1st and goal. Durham back to pass, throws to the corner of the end zone, and it's knocked away. Beautifully defended by Jimmy Giattino. Well played as he took his wide receiver right out of the play. Even if the wide receiver for Williams was able to come down with the ball, he would have been out of bounds. As the defensive back, Giattino, did a great job, and Durham actually threw that one out of the side of the end zone. Some substitutions here from Williams as the receiver goes down on the play. He's holding that left knee as he's being tended to. 4:47 remaining here in the first half. Hamilton College on top, 3-0 here at Steuben Field. Bob Kane for the Northeast Sports Network. Happy to be bringing you NES CAC football here on this Saturday afternoon. Very cloudy, gray, overcast day here in central New York, but no rain yet. Could be on its way, but a pretty decent afternoon for football. Nice and cool, but no elements to play into, at least not to this point. As now both sides are going to, both units, I should say, Hamilton's defense and the Williams offense come to the sideline for a little bit of a conference as the wide receiver for Williams is attended to. Strange turns of events here. On that fumble by Gutierrez, it looked like it was recovered by Williams, but the penalty by Hamilton. Kind of actually a break for the Continentals. They took the The penalty was enforced, but Hamilton was able to maintain the football. Not able to do anything in their next two plays, however. Forced to punt, and Wagner's punt blocked. And Williams had it first and 10 from the 15-yard line. Lobian with a big sack for the Hamilton Continentals. But then he was penalized for a celebration afterward. And that gave Williams the ball back, first and goal from the 10-yard line. And it looks like that's their big tight end, Tyler Patterson, who is being carried. See if they take him right to the locker room or if they're going to put him on a bench here. But Tyler Patterson is out of the game. There's Durham running the option, flips it back after he gets tackled. Here's Noah, and he's going to be, there's a flag on the play back at the 28-yard line. Noah Sorrento got the pitch very, very late from Durham. And Sorrento driven back and taken down all the way back at the 26-yard line. See with a penalty. Once again in college football, holding penalties and the like are enforced from the spot of the infraction, not from the line of scrimmage as it is in the pros. So if the holding was 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage, it's another 10 plus the 10 instead of just the normal 10 from the line of scrimmage. So explanation to head coach of the Continentals, Dave Murray. And over on the sideline here, they're working on the tight end, Tyler Patterson for Williams. Almost looked like Jansen Durham, the quarterback, was down when he made the pitch back to Sorrento. Durham would have been better to have went down with the football because they lost an additional 12 yards following the pitch. Third down and a long way to go for Williams. It's basically third and goal from the 26. Durham running the option, pitches it back to Sorrento, trying to get to the outside, and he's got nowhere to go. Nicely strung out and played by Lobian. Lobian's the one that had the sack a little while ago and then was charged with the celebration afterwards, but Lobian did a great job stringing that one out for the Continentals. Field goal kicker on for Williams to try to tie this one at 3 as we go to under 4 minutes remaining. Regensburg. Field goal is up and it's wide left. That would have been a 43-yarder if he was able to connect. Had the distance, just didn't have the accuracy. And the Continentals dodge a bullet. After the block punt, the Williams College offense kind of implodes, gives the Continentals a break, and Hamilton will start first and 10 from their own 26, 3:33 remaining here in the first half. And Hamilton offense minus 3 plays has looked very impressive, but they only have 3 points to show for it. Two men to the backfield for the first time this afternoon for Kenny Gray. Gray in the gun. Gray dropping back, looking to throw. Gray, he's going to take off and run. He's got a man open. He throws it wide. Ensley! Oh, and he's tripped up at the 35-yard line. We thought we'd be calling his name a lot. Charles Ensley with a long reception all the way down to the Williams 31, but it's coming back because of a holding penalty on Hamilton. And Hamilton as the penalties and the errors start to mount here for their offense. That negates, well, I'm not going to say a perfectly thrown football, but a very effectively thrown football, as Ensley was able to make the reception and would have sprinted into the end zone if it wasn't for the safety able to trip Ensley up. But it would have been for naught anyway, as this comes back because of another holding penalty on Hamilton. So Ensley now wide to the right, two wide receivers wide to the left for Gray. Gray from the gun, back to throw. He's got some time. He's going to throw on to Ensley again. Ensley tries to make an adjustment on the ball, and he could not because Ben Anthony was in the way. The Continental faithful here want a pass interference call. The ball underthrown, and I think that's probably why there wasn't a flag on the play. If Ensley had a little bit more of a clean shot at the reception, maybe the flag comes out. But Ben Anthony almost with an interception for the East. This is second down and long, 2nd and 20. Back to throw is Gray, throws it underneath. Reception made. Across the 25 out to the 26, the original line of scrimmage. So let them bring up a 3rd down and 10 as Gray connects underneath. As you can see, Williams dropping back, trying to keep everything in front of them. And I think they saw Ensley get behind their defense a moment ago for that long reception. Starting to back up those safeties a little bit more here. 3rd and 10, Gray from the gun. Back to throw, has some running room. He's going to throw it and has Ensley at midfield. And Ensley goes down in Williams territory at 49-yard line. Nice pitch and catch. As Hamilton now in Williams College territory. Gray calling out the signals. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Hamilton looking to build on that 3-0 lead. Turn, handoff, Gutierrez to the right side. Can't get to the outside. He spins off a tackler. And we are going to have another holding penalty on Hamilton. And I believe this one's going to be on the wide receiver, Charles Ensley, because Ensley was standing right where the flag was thrown. So Gutierrez, another nice run, and it's going to be called back because of the penalty. Block in the back on the wide receiver, Charles Ensley. And Hamilton now being their own worst enemies. Williams' defense hasn't done a lot to slow or stop the Continentals, but the Continentals' penalties are really putting a hurting on their offensive abilities here this afternoon. Minute 39 remaining in the half. Hamilton on top 3-0. Swing pass out to Gutierrez, who tried to run with it before he had it and couldn't haul it in. Incomplete. Stops the clock and brings up 2nd down and 17. And the wide receiver, or I should say the tight end for Williams, Tyler Patterson, who was injured on that corner route to the end zone on the last offensive possession by Williams, is on the cart and is going into the locker room. Doesn't look to be in pain. Seems to be in good spirits as he gets carted off. Gray back to pass, has time, throwing long. And it's caught at the 20-yard line. Gray had 2 wide receivers in the area. One was Ensley and the other Joe Schmidt. And Schmidt, the slot receiver, makes the reception, as that had a little bit of a punt to it. Quite a bit of hang time. While Gray able to complete the pass to Schmidt. And there is a penalty on the play, I believe, or no? Yes, there is. Roughing the passer. on Williams. So in addition to the long catch, tack on another 10 yards, it looks like. And the Continentals are first and goal from the Williams 9-yard line, looking to punch it into the end zone before the end of the first half. Kenny Gray from the gun. Gutierrez to his left. He's got 3 wide receivers to his right. And he's going to give to Gutierrez up the middle, tripped up, spins around, inside the 5. Gutierrez looks like he was stopped, was able to spin off one tackler and get inside the 5-yard line. Plenty of time here as Hamilton still has its timeouts. As we still are waiting for the, I wonder if they'll get the clocks running here. Play clocks running before the end of the first half. Handoff, Gutierrez inside. He's to the goal line. Is he in? If he's not in, Hamilton's going to have to call a timeout, and they will. Yeah, that's going to bring up a third, and the nose of the football is tickling the goal line. So Hamilton College kind of started to stutter, started to fall, and has now pieced together a nice drive here to wrap up this first half, as they have got it 3rd and goal, and that ball well inside the 1. It is maybe an inch or 2 away from the goal line. So the offense comes to the sidelines, talks it over, headed back up to the field. We'll see what offensive coordinator Rich Puccio has designed or is going to call here on this 3rd and goal. As kind of the jumbo packages come in. Gray under center, 3 men in the backfield. Gray's going to try to punch it into himself, and he is in for a touchdown. Kenny Gray, the quarterback, takes it himself over the left guard. Rob McClure, Sam Polonaki leading the way on that left side of the line. And our first touchdown of the afternoon is scored by the quarterback, Kenny Gray of Hamilton. The Continentals going for the extra point. This is going to be Robert Morris. Morris already has a field goal on the afternoon. See if he can convert on the extra point. As Hamilton extends their lead, 9-0. Extra point is up, and it is good. Hamilton College now. 10-0 lead over Williams. 26.9 seconds remaining here in the first half. We'll see what Williams draws up for the return. They have on 2 previous occasions faked a reverse. This might be the time you might see them actually go to the reverse on a return as they talk it over with their head coach on the sidelines. The Hamilton special team unit comes out and sets it up. Kind of a change here by Hamilton as they've been using Robert Morris for the field goals and the extra point. Well, now they'll bring out their regular place kicker, Eric Freier, for the kickoff. A lot of colleges will, with this much time left, will squib it to kind of throw the timing off for a return. Let's see what Hamilton does here. And that's what they're going to do. Low kick, bounces at the 28, fielded, picked up at about the 10. Out to the 15, and running out of room. He dropped the football. Football is loose, but Hamilton can't come up with it. And Williams dodges a bullet at their own 15-yard line as the return man lost the football, but luckily another ETH was there to fall on it and recover it. So Williams 1st and 10 from their own 15. Hamilton with 2 timeouts left. Williams with a whole complement of 3. Let's see if they're just satisfied to run this one into the locker room. High snap, handoff Sorrento over the left side. He's got some running room. 25-30, taken out of bounds. as the clock stops. Nice game by Noah Sorrento. He's out to the 30, 14 seconds remaining. Now, Williams is typically a running football team, so I don't know what kind of arm strength Jansen Durham has. And they're going to hand this one off again to Sorrento. Sorrento taken down at the 33. And that's going to be the end of your first half. So the Hamilton Continental's offense has kind of found their stride here this afternoon, putting together several impressive drives. However, it's only resulted in 10 points. The defense for the Continentals doing a fantastic job against the Williams offense, limiting their running attack of Jansen Durham and Noah Sorrento, and it's yielded no points. At the end of the first half here on the Northeast Sports Network, it's Hamilton 10 and Williams nothing.